And I'm back for another part of Smash Remix, which is so many topics because I haven't been on here for a while. You know, it's always great. Instead I can make the video longer and talk about all the stuff. Now, on this Dreamland map, right? I watched food reviews all day, you know. Yeah, if I tell you guys I watched it today, you guys gonna actually really think I watched it today. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You guys think everything I say must be like, oh, I've done this recently. But I've been, you know, I did watch food reviews recently. Checking this Dame Drops. He been making food reviews for almost 20 years. I could never do this. I could never have, like, you know, eat food and record myself. I could never do this, you know. I would like to eat food and nobody knows. Like, I prefer this, you know. So as you guys, some of you checked his channel out, those who still know him, he had a food poison thing not too long ago. He'd been eating at Subway. He's not saying that Subway did it, but it was the last thing he ate, right? And then again, his review was not all too great about the Subway. Alright, so he got food poisoning. Must suck. We don't know if he's gonna continue with his food reviews, you know. We don't know if this is because he had food poisoning or just because you've been doing this for almost 20 years, you don't really want to do this. While we're talking about food reviews, is because he also made the video anything for views, right? Anything for views. You guys can do anything for views. What are the type of videos you guys, most of you guys want to watch? You want to watch mukbangs now, alright? And they're done so ridiculously, alright? It's not to compare with Epic Mealtime, but Epic Mealtime made, like, you know, huge, ridiculous meals. You know, the Big Mac, lasagna. You know what not to mention. All right, but the difference is it was like they had like 10 people eating it. All right, well now you guys have just 1 or 2 guys eating, having a mukbang. In this case, millions of views. This is just to show you how everything changed. Just to show how everything changed now. We used to like want to watch, and now it's just, you know, it's just how it is. And it's all for views. You guys, for views, you guys are ready to just eat, you know, unhealthy and live unhealthy for views. So that's how far you guys would go. If you guys go so far, you know, you can go even deeper. It's just how it is. Yep. And that's all about the food reviews. I'm actually here to talk about how the celebrity thing and idolship is just getting out of hand. It's just going too far now. Alright. Especially, you know, they're not the only ones, but especially Nirvana fans. Nirvana fans must be the worst type of fan base, fandom on planet Earth, right? So there was this girl actually talking about, if you guys don't know this Nirvana song, then you guys can call yourself real Nirvana fans. And this song went like, you know, I don't know this song honestly. This song went like, me and my grandma, or me and my dad used to take me to the store. Bro, I don't know this song. The fuck? I don't know the song. I don't want to know it. I don't want to listen. You know, if you're gonna show me a new Nirvana song I haven't heard yet, bro, I do not care. I'm like, why can't you just let these guys just enjoy their albums that they released and that's it? Can I not just like name the songs from their albums? Do I have to find some unreleased, unregurgitated stuff? Why? But then, guess what? I don't even want to be a Nirvana fan if I have to know all these songs. Alright, I don't care. You guys, yeah, you guys are acting as if Nirvana themselves put you guys in charge. Every celebrity, if you don't know their song, then this. Or these guys, these Harry Potter guys. Harry Potter, another Harry Potter. I have to read a book of Harry Potter, yet have to read a book. I haven't read a Harry Potter book. I watched all the movies though. I watched every Harry Potter movie. Alright. But I'm never gonna be considered part of, they're never gonna accept these Harry Potter fanboys and fan cats. You need to read the book. You absolutely need to read the book. Because there are things happening inside the book they did not show in the movies. I checked out the video about like things that happened in the book but not in the movie. And guess what? I forgot everything they said. So it's not even important. Who cares? I don't know what's worse. These Nirvana fanboys who don't want to accept me. Bro, if I listen to Nirvana, I just want like one song, bro. I want to pick 1-2 songs of them. That's it. I'm happy. You guys expect me to make a whole playlist about them. But then you just add their songs. That's it. They don't have any songs. Same with Harry Potter. I just want to watch them. Why can't you guys do these things? Why does it always has to be like that? Right? Why do we always have people around us who always ask us questions? A lot of questions. Always just asking questions, just asking around, asking questions, asking everything. They even ask you, oh, why are you looking at houses? When I walk, I like to look at houses. I like to look at things that are visually pleasing to my eyes. Why do you guys have the question? Why are you looking at houses? All these weird questions. You must not know that some, especially, you must not know that some people just, they don't want to be your friend. Just want to ask questions so that they can study you. AKA destiny swap. All this nonsense is a real thing. Alright, some of you guys are so angry on the inside. If I would like give you something, let's say Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I have like a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I just don't need. I have too many Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I give them away for free. Some of y'all would take them, even though you guys don't care. What happened to double and give it to the next person? You guys take stuff even if you don't really care. And then you guys take it, and some of y'all would destroy the cards. You would just rip them. Just to upset me, to make me angry. Bro, if I give you something, it's no longer mine. It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. But if that's the first thing you do, then you just did this to get a reaction, and after we see this, we never gonna give you anything. Because this goes way too far. Now, on to the actual topic. We here today to talk about the Love Parade, guys. The Love Parade in 2010 over there in Germany. But in Germany, they always have a Love Parade. They always used to have a Love Parade in 2010. That was something catastrophic, like a whole chaos happening there. The thing is, I seen this happen in TV when the Love Parade happened and all this tragedy, and then 2 years later, I forgot about it. And guys, I forgot all the way till now. Yesterday, I stumbled upon a video about Love Parade, so I forgot about it, bro. That's serious. Just for input matter, for context matter, for those who don't know. Love Parade was a show. It was like a music event where they played like some music, electronic music, or whatever type of music you guys played over there in Germany, and you guys met over there to celebrate, whatever. Only this time, everything went horribly wrong. Alright, they had their festival over in Duisburg, if that's like the right pronunciation, and it was like rather small and not really suited for big festivals, but they had over 1 million people show up. I don't know how many people were there, but there were like a lot of people there, right? So the show ended up being like these guys, like too many, overcrowded. They were stuck and they couldn't like really leave like that. Alright, so many like start panicking. Many start screaming for help. Hilfe, Hilfe! Right, over in Germany. Hilfe! But the music was so loud, you couldn't hear them. So yeah, imagine guys, you're there over in the Love Parade, you can't go nowhere. Your ribs are broken, because you guys are pushed together, alright? Others ejaculating in their pants because there's others have to ejaculate in their pants because they just all have contact. They're also close by each other. This had to be so disgusting. This is what happened over there in the Love Parade. Alright, some of them got unalived while standing. They took their last breath standing because they couldn't breathe. They broke their ribs, they couldn't breathe. It was hard to breathe. And if you fell to the floor, you pretty much signed a death sentence, bro. You just got stomped flat. Alright, so just imagine you trying to find a way out of there while you just see all dismantled corpses on the floor. Alright, all these guys' bodies on the floor dismantled, with all the limbs, all deformed limbs and stuff. You do know that many survivors they still have these pictures in their head and distracted 24/7. Alright? So just for you guys to know what we talk about. My thing is, I'm like, how the media is like trying to show you guys like this happened and it's a tragedy, but the media never wants to talk about like how this could have been prevented. This could have been prevented, and they always say that 21 people got unalived. And you guys think that's true? You think it was really only 21 people? You really think that? The major red flag is that the entry was free entry. If it was not free, it was too affordable, so everyone could go there. Everyone went there, and there just went too many people. The second, most of y'all are just so depressed and so sad that you guys don't know when to quit. So when you go to a festival party, you just go there for a while and then leave, right? You don't have to stay there the whole festival. You could have made room for others, but you guys, most of you are so selfish. You just want to have it all, right? Why don't you guys just went there just for like a couple of hours, right? That's it, and then you guys left, and then go back later on, because then you guys would have found out that it was overcrowded. So that's also all about the Love Parade. We just like this happened. For those who forgot, a little bit of creepy story happened. Some of y'all not gonna sleep because of this, but we need to get over it. They're like worse events that I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. But before I go again, we can just read comments, answer questions. So yeah, hold on a second. Alright, I'm back. So, Christopher L3K commented, I need context on the like one of my albums. So I was like, what you mean? He then proceeded to answer, like, is this original music made by the uploader? If not, where is this from? And lastly, I get what they were going for, but were there no better microphones to record on? Alright, since you really need context, I'm not gonna answer your comment, but I can answer your comment here. If you're ever gonna click on the video, which I doubt. We're here to answer your question, Christopher. So, yeah. Yes, if this is original music. That's a fair take, you know. Nowadays you don't know. But that's the thing, guys. Music, if you guys, you know, write text, songs, lyrics, bro, these ideas already existed anyways. So, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. These are the type of questions I don't want to answer because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's original or not. And if you ask, it's made by the uploader. You know, it could be like you're just asking this on purpose, and you know. So this again something. I don't care. Why do you want to know? Why do these guys want to know this original music, uploader, and where this from? Why do you care? Like, does it sucks? Does it sucks or fucks? That's the only question. You know, so you get where we're going, went for, whatever. Alright, but the worst thing is that you're actually asking if there were no better microphone to record on. Just like the mic I use right now was a $40 mic, or I don't know how much it was, but I used to have a better mic. You know, I just find it to, you know, it's just too much. You know, to set everything up for a better mic and stuff. I just don't want to go through all this, so I just want to keep it simple. Use a mic, you know. Don't you guys maybe take music too serious and songs and stuff, being an artist and recording musics? That everything has to be so professional, as if you guys would support me if it would be more professional. No, you guys wouldn't. So this question again, absolute noob question. Who asked this? Who expect me to actually really answer? So yeah, let's go read some more comments. The Skull Clown, the Skull Clown commented, after everything I did with my game, it's still 8 hours long. Post game is way shorter, but I have multiple post games. Like 2 or 3. I have tons of side stuff that is optional. You have multiple post games? Bro, this doesn't even make no sense. It makes no sense. Why? You know, these guys who always have to like promote their own games, their own stuff. You know, how would you feel, bro, if I would be on your YouTube video and I would be like, oh, you guys need to check out my album, you check out my mixtape, bro. This is what you're doing. You're promoting. You know, you can be lucky. You can be happy that I actually don't remove your comment. I just don't care. I'm just gonna leave your comment there. Just leave it there. These guys are begging others, begging them to go. Yo, I don't care, guys. Go check him out, bro. Guys, go subscribe to him. I don't care what you guys do. You don't have to not subscribe to the Skull Clown because I'm not subscribed to him, or because I don't watch his videos. You guys can watch his videos for all I care. Alright, so before I go, let's answer just some questions, random questions. Who's your celebrity crush? Must be like some drawings, those drawings count as celebrities. Some drawing character to draw, like, yeah, these I have always crush on these. I have a crush on the mayor from Lazy Town. That's his name. Alright, so my celebrity crush is Mayor Milford Meanswell from Lazy Town. I always liked his balding head. Alright, and how others were simping for him, including Bob. Alright, next question. Who would you smash? Mayor Milford Meanswell. Next question. What's your biggest turn-on? That's a tough one. Biggest turn-on. I think enlarged prostates. Enlarged prostate, I always had a weakness for enlarged prostates. I think that's the biggest turn on somebody can have. Alright. Or like an enlarged vagina. What's your biggest turn off? I think being a Nirvana fan. I think if you're a Nirvana fan, I think this just makes my penis shrink. Shrink. Low-key disappear, Low-key turn into a vagina. Low-key turn into a pussy. You guys keep on listening to this Nirvana. Right. Blonde or brunette? The thing about blonde people, if they have short hair, they look bald from afar, So I think I'll go for brunette. Unless it's like a blonde. She was like born blonde, but then her hair got like darker. As time went on. So it's like 2 in 1, right? It's like 2 in 1, right? 2 in 1. Can I just take both? You guys are so fucking pathetic. Right. Tall or short? I'm just gonna ignore this. Would you smash your ex? I'm just ignoring this. This stupid question. Would you smash your best friend's crush? Probably if your best friend has great taste, you would do it. If not, then just forget it. Then most likely I would. Would you smash someone you met at a party? Who goes to parties? And who are you talking about? Is it like a mayor? Does he has like a political, governmental status? Or is it just like a peasant? You gotta be more specific. I can't answer this. What's the biggest red flag you would ignore? No, this is not good. This is not a valid question. Next question. No, personality or looks? Bro, if I would have no choice, I would go for looks. If I had no choice, I would go for personality. It's just how it is. Why not both, bro? Why not both? Why always have to decide? No, you guys cannot trick me with your hypothetical questions, right? Would you date someone famous? Yeah, alright. What if these guys stop being famous overnight? This whole question is stupid. Who's an instant smash for you? I think Bumblebee. instant smash. I just like have like a weakness for car engines and stuff. You know, or cars. The cars, all these characters from Cars. The cars had Lightning McQueen had a crush on like this female car. I think she's like an instant smash, right? Stuff like this, like machinery, like cyborg bitches. Half human, half machine. That will really get me going. All right, that's what I want. Who's an instant pass? I would say family members, because some of y'all are into this. I'm like, I would never like smash siblings, family members too close. I don't do this, It's just so you guys know. Yeah. What's your most embarrassing crush? I think there can't be no embarrassing crush, right? No, just forget it. Would you smash someone you work with? Would you make the first move? Alright, all these questions are over. Let's see if we can find some more questions, because else I'm out.